It's 8 in the morning and school is about to start here in Tel Aviv. Sari Revkin is visiting the 6th grade today. She's curious to see how the first school project through her nonprofit organization Yedid is coming along. Last week, the students visited a shopping center. Today, board games are on the lesson plan. Playing Monopoly introduces the class to the issues of shopping, money, and credit. Some students are making important discoveries. This pupil has learned that dealing in cash makes it easier to stay out of debt. Another student now appreciates that a loan is something that has to be paid back. Revkin is pleased with their progress.
This kind of intervention is prevention, so that they won't have to be in a situation of poverty and won't have to be in a situation that they need help.
Revkin was born in the U.S., but she's been fighting poverty in Israel since 1997.
I think what's different about Israel is we live in a society that we live from war to war. And so people live from day to day, and that means by today, because I don't know what will be there tomorrow and if I'll be there tomorrow.
But the story is different for everyone.
Hi.
Tamara came to Israel from Uzbekistan during the 90s. At first, everything was going great. She got married, started a family, and lived in a big apartment. But then everything fell apart for her. Her marriage ended and she was left deeply in debt. Soon, she couldn't afford to pay her rent. Her landlord wanted to evict her and her children.
I thought, where should I go? What should I do? Who's going to help me? I have hardly any family here. I just cried and wanted to give up. I thought that was it.
But life went on. Now, Tamara and her 2 children live in a small apartment. Their rent stays low because the government pays a large part of the cost. Yedid was there to help Tamara. She still visits the organization's advisory center, one of her main go-to points during her troubles. Yedid offers a variety of services to those in need. Most importantly, people know the organization is there to help them and to take their problems seriously.
If I want to talk to someone, if I need help, it doesn't matter when or why or what it's about. They're always there to help me. Yedid is really much more than a friend.
Each month, about 3,000 people visit Yedid's advisory centers.
People come in with any sort of problem that they might have: housing, health care, education. And in all of the rooms here, there are volunteers. Avraham was the manager of a bank. Many people come in with problems with the banks, and he helps them to understand how to get out of those problems, how to get out of it without losing your shirt, so to speak.
Revkin has established 23 of these centers throughout Israel. Yedid's services are free, but funding the nonprofit costs nearly 2 million euros a year. The organization runs on donations. Money is also a topic of conversation at this staff meeting. Donations dropped by 1/4 during the financial crisis, and the team has to find ways to cut costs. But, as this lawyer says, people who decide to work with Yedid are passionate about the cause, not a big paycheck. Revkin is now gearing up to find new donors.
The hardest thing that we have is getting people to know what we do. When people know what we do, when they see what we do, when they see the evidence, they give. Give in small amounts, give in large amounts, but they know that their money is being used for what really counts. And that's what's important.
Hey, Mom.
How you doing, honey?
Revkin learned about helping people and fighting injustice from her family. In the 1960s, her father brought her along once a week to protest racial discrimination at a sports stadium in the U.S. At that time, black athletes still weren't allowed to compete there.
One Friday, I remember, it was really, really hot, and I asked him, how long are we going to be here? And he said, until we win. And that until we win is sort of stayed in my head for the rest of my life.
Today, Revkin lives in Jerusalem and has 2 sons. Her son, Noam, is passionate about skateboarding. He's upset that the skate park here is in bad condition.
How are you doing, babe? Good. You want to skate some more? And what's wrong with the skate park here?
There's cracks all over here. Here you can see the cracks.
But like his mother, Noam looks for a positive solution.
I'm going to work for it, and I'm going to do whatever I can till they build it.
Sari Revkin's organization has helped many people in Israel, but there's still a lot left to do.
The goal was to get people that are different in a different ethnicity or different age to be able to work together on common goals and to define common goals. And I think that I would hope for that to happen in the country, in the region, in the world.